Hello guys, welcome all. I'm your host CPA Dr. Mohammed. So the focus today is, I want to tell you how to code questionnaires using the SPSS. SPSS is a software that we normally use for data analysis. So I would like to show you how you can code, because when you have the questionnaires, going to analyze those questionnaires, you first need to code those questionnaires in the SPSS. So I want to tell you how to do that, how to code questionnaires in SPSS. Before that, SPSS has three tabs you can see from the top. Here is written untitled dataset. That means we are not yet the document. So we have this tab for new data analyze. This is we are going to use them when we're doing those analysis. At the bottom here, we have variable view and data view. Data view is normally used to show the data that you have collected. When you those like if you're using a scale, the scale that the respondent have replied. But variable is what you key in. Like for this case, let's say we are doing a study of factors affecting performance of circles. So what are the factors that can affect performance of circles? The first question can be, let's say, motivations. So you can say motivation is our first objective. So what are the questions that can be asked under motivations? Let's say now we have the first question here. You can say this is question one, or you can say motivation one, motivation being our first factor. You're going to type here motivation. That's being our first question. You're going to see here motivation. Or even you can say question one, or even you can say question two, question three, even let's call it Q1. You can say Q1. You can even call it Q1. Now the type, normally this question will be in a scale. So then the question will be in numeric, because people will select those switches. They're not stating it in words. If they were to state those answers in words, we could have used this string. But now, since it is numeric, you're going to use it's going to stay with numeric. For the width, that is the number of digits you can have. Uh, Male, that's male, that's 2 digits. So now 8 is the maximum digit that a word can have. You're going to leave like that. Decimals, we don't have this, we don't need the decimal. We can just click the arrow downward to make it 0. Now for this labeling, you're going to label. These are values that what they're going to ask. What they're going to ask under question one. Let's say we can ask, let's say, is motivation important? Let's say that's our first question. Is motivation important? That's the first question that I have typed in here. Is motivation important? You have typed our first question here. Even I can enlarge the size so you can able to see. For the values now, we have asked question one. Is motivation important? That's the first question we have asked. Now we want to have the values. Let's say for option one, it is highly, or you can say, is motivation important? You can say highly agree. Let's say this option one is for highly agree. Then you add. You first have the value one. One will represent that it is highly agree. We need to add that. Then let's say for two, it is fairly agree. We can say 2 is fairly agree. Then let's say the 3 value, we can say 3 is for moderate. Maybe you are agreeing it moderate. That is 3. Now for the option 4, we can say disagree. And for the option 5, highly disagree. because I want to put in the value that I'm going to, let's say this, you are having this equation responded in your questionnaire. Now we want to analyze, we want to code those questions in SPSS. That's why one, I said one represent highly agree, two fairly agree, three moderate, four agree, five is highly disagree. Now we can click OK. We don't have any missing value. Column is 8. Now for the measure, since this thing we are given a scale of 1 to 5, this is going to be scale. Now for the subsequent question, because this is question 1, you have question 2, you can just copy this data in the next equation, copy, and then you can say paste. Then also paste, paste. So you can have at least 5 questions, paste. You can rename this thing to question 2. Question 2. You have also question 3, question 4, lastly question 5. Question 5. So everything is going to remain the same, because the only thing to change this question. For question 2, you can change to is motivation leading to performance. Maybe you can change the question. For question 2, you can change the question, but for the rest will remain the same, performance. Then you can also have another question. Is motivation significant? For question 4, maybe you're asking about motivation. Does motivation mean salary increment? You can just ask any question, because this is just, you just want to project. You can also ask number 5, is motivation key factor in performance? So guys, that's I've just changed the question, but the will remain the same. Our measure will be scaled, everything will be like that. Now, remember we are having here values 1 to 5. We are done with the variable view. The only thing here is the naming. Maybe here you have here we have 5 questions. Question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4, question 5. And each question will for this case, let's say motivation was one of the variables. We are asking about factors affecting performance of circles. Now we are doing motivation, because if it is factors affecting performance of circles, obviously performance will be the dependent variable, because performance will be affected by several factors, motivation being one of them. Now this is our first objective, motivation as objective 1. That's why we have 5 questions for objective 1, which is motivation. Maybe you also have another factor. Let's say culture. That's also, now you can also have number 6 as culture. Culture 1, culture 2, culture 3, culture 4, culture 5. Like that. Then you just put the same question, labeling, values, everything like that. So I want to just illustrate this question alone, so that we're able to see how to do that in SPSS. Now, once we are done with this variable, we come to this data view. Remember, we have here question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Now, since you know that since you have went to the field and you have the respondents, how they have responded. You have their results. So you just key in. Let's say question 1 was saying 5, option 5. Yes, click on option 5. And if you want to know option 5, you just click here, which is highly disagree. Then let's say question, this guy has still also 5. You can give 3, 3. Yes. Now for question 2, that this is not this is the first respondent. First respondent has given 5, 5, 3, 3. We are just doing it imaginary illustration. But once you have those, the real data you have collected, you just key in the way it is. Or if you're using the Google questionnaires, you just transfer those. You just copy and paste. Let's say for the second respondent, just click 3, 3, 3, 2, 2. For the third respondent, let's say it is 4, 4, 4, 3, 2. That is, say for the first 1, 1, 1, 5, 4, 3. Lastly, we can have 5 respondents, 4, 3, 1, 5, 2. Now we are done. If you want to see the way it is, you just click on that place. You just see, you just click on that arrow to show you what I responded. Now, we are done with how to code questionnaires. Maybe you want to know, you want to do some analysis. Just come here and go to analyze. Maybe you want to see the script statistics, the frequencies. You want to see their frequencies. Just come and select all of them by just clicking control, then and just click on those questions. Just then click on that other side. What you can have those statistics that you want. Let's say you want the mean and the median, standard deviation. Just continue. Then you can just say okay, and you have your results. Those are the statistics that you wanted. The mean, the median, everything is being displayed here for the question 1. Now you see, these are the questions I have asked. First question was, is motivation important? You see, whereby the total number of people replied is 5, and each one has the frequencies, the percentage, the cumulative. So this is the first question 1. Then you have also question 2, the same with question 3, question 4. You can do the same way. You can still go back to questionnaires, and if maybe you want to see the linear regressions, or you want to see the correlations, you just go to correlate, come to analyze, correlate, then go to bivariate. Then you have Pearson for all of them. You can just control and then select all of them. The other side, just okay. And you'll have the Pearson correlation for each factor. So that's the brief question. I hope you enjoyed. Hoping to see you in the next class. Thank you for watching.